afternoon and good evening, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And baby girl has a new video. One. So this video is going to be it's I'm not sure what it is, but it has to be a super interactive video, but it's an assumptions video about vets. The surprising thing that I noticed when I wanted to get these questions was that a lot of people never knew who vets really are. Like, mtu anakuuliza, okay, hao ni kina nani? You're like, animal doctors. They don't know. And I do not blame people, because from my experience, tukiwa wadogo, nobody really calls the vet for your pets. Alikuwa unamlea, when they get sick, they die. When something happens to them, they die, and that's it. That's it, kabisa. And yeah, so these assumptions were really, as I expected them, they were not many. That was what I expected. They were not as many as anyone hoped, but they were enough for me to talk about this issue. We need to start calling vets. And by the way, let me take this opportunity to create an awareness for the rabies vaccination that is ongoing. Was or is, I think it's still ongoing, the vaccination. Around my area, they will be going door to door to give you like vaccinations, or you can go for them. Actually, they are free. They're very free, and it's to protect your animals, especially canines. It's to protect them. Give them those rabies shots, or else rabies does not have cure. They're just gonna die. So prevention is better than cure. So make sure you go get them. So let me just immediately start these questions. I think I'm going to go really fast through it. Ndio hii video isiwe refu sana. So the assumptions and the questions, I wrote them in my book because I wrote them in a notebook because I didn't have another phone so that I could use them to read them to you. But writing is better. So we thank my cousin for this wonderful notebook. She's the one who gave it to me. The assumptions and the questions, I'm going to read them from how they came to the ones that came later after the questions were closed and everything. So the first question I got was, vets have no relationships. If you're asking, yes, personally, I'm not in one right now, but it's a choice. It's just like everyone else. It's a choice. If you want a relationship, you're gonna have a relationship. That's it. But people are all Romeo and Juliet outside here, like levels. What? Don't tell us we don't have Dini. Oh, by the way, I forgot something. A vet is an animal doctor, and a veterinary paraprofessional is, like, I call them nurses. That is what I call them, nurses. And I am a paraprofessional. I'm a certified paraprofessional, by the way. If you're asking why I'm doing this assumptions and questions thing, I am a certified veterinary paraprofessional. That is what I was certified before I went to pursue my course in University of Nairobi on veterinary medicine. Now I want to become Dakitali. So that was the first question about no relationships. People out here are on some Romeo and Juliet type of relationships. Don't tell us you don't have. People are loving each other. Okay. The next question is, they own many pets. Okay, we would love to own so many pets, all of us, but okay, that is a 50-50 like kind of thing. There are some who own like rescue. The name is like disappearing. There's some who own rescue places where they rescue the pets from, like, they rescue them from like whatever dangerous situation whatever dangerous situations they were in. So when they rescue them, they like have places to keep them until maybe like somebody wants to adopt them, or maybe they're gonna keep them like just like that. We do not own pets like Sana. Okay, personally, I would love to own so many pets. I had so many cats, by the way, recently, until they all died. I don't know why. They usually just disappear and die. Like, if my cat wants to die, it will just disappear and go, but I'm yet to find out. I'm still studying that. Yeah, that's a 50-50 kind of thing. We love pets. We do love pets. The next question is, do vets have to go to regular med school or they have a separate pet med school? Okay, I'm going to talk about the system in Kenya. So you are done with high school or something like that. You got like right grade. You chose veterinary medicine as one of your courses. Unaitwa like veterinary medicine only. We do not go to med school because med school is for medicine students, medical doctors, as we know, and it doesn't relate, although we use like the animal body as a template. That's what I'm going to say, a template, because like we have to know that the names, when you understand yourself, you'll get a better understanding of the animal. Though they have very different skeletons altogether, all those species have different skeletons. There is a difference, a very big difference. Like from a cow to a cat, there's such a big difference. You have to know the differences. Those differences are the ones which we are examined on. Those are the things we are like, okay, this is the bone of a horse. Tell us, why do you think it's the bone of a horse? Those are the kind of things we are examined on. So we do not go to med school because it would be like we are learning just human medicine. But yeah, no, we don't go to med school. Sorry for that. There was something on my screen. I don't know what it was. The next question is from my friend. She lacked a question to ask, but we're still going to answer her. It's an assumptions and Q&A. Ooh, how many breasts does a cow have? A cow has an udder. Doesn't have breast. It has an udder. If you've seen a dairy cow, how it is, I hope you people have seen a dairy cow. It has an udder, and the udder has 4 teeth. Like that is a normal cow. That is a normal cow. It has to have 4 teeth. That is it. It has to have 4 teeth. Okay? 4. Okay, I'm back. I had to do something. What was I explaining? I was explaining the breast of a cow. It doesn't have a breast. It's called an udder, by the way. It has 4 teeth. That's for a normal cow. For an abnormal cow, past 4 or below 4. That is abnormal. That's a serious case. You gotta go check it. Okay, the next question is, do vets only deal with cows only? By the way, from the memes I've been getting from you people, yeah, no, no, I'm not going to allow that. I've been getting weird memes, by the way. It is just somebody's wearing that glove that reaches here, and then you know the meme. I know all of you know the meme, but we do not deal with cows only. We definitely do not deal with cows only. We have over 17 species that we deal with, including wildlife, because wildlife also needs treatment. That lion also needs treatment when it needs to get it. So yeah, personally I wouldn't want to deal with wildlife. I'm afraid of them. I'm kind of afraid of them. So but we deal with wildlife. Yeah, there's so many species. If I start naming to you, there's some people who will come to you with a pet snake, and you have to treat it. It's a pet. So the next question is, we do not have social lives. What? Guys, we have social lives. I mean, we do. We have social. Do we? Okay, I don't know. Personally, my social life is. There, it's down there, but we do have social lives. That's socialize with go out. See, we are normal people, by the way. Just to remind you, you're normal people. People have social lives, very, very, very big social lives. People I know have social lives, by the way, not me. Next question is, most vets only use motorcycles. Love you, Mishi. That last part, we're gonna talk about it. Oh, we are not. Okay, mostly vets only use motorcycles. Vets use motorcycles. That is a way of transport. That's the quickest. I mean, you put your cool box back there or where you want to put it. You secure your cool box over there and you rush to the emergency where it is. So, yes, motorcycles are used not by most vets. Some have upgraded to cars, you know. When you have the money, you buy a car and you're able to reach where you want to reach faster, or yeah, you can just use any means, but most of them usually own motorcycles, because I think this is an observation that somebody made. a lot of vets maybe walikuja kumwona and they come with they come with nduthis or something like that, but they come with nduthis, the easiest. The next question is, how long does a veterinary course last? A veterinary course lasts for 5 good years. 5 years before you get the degree and the license. You last for 5 years. The veterinary paraprofessional course, I'm not sure if it has been changed, but I think now it's going to last for 3 years. But by the time I was doing it, it was 2 years. Yeah, I think we've answered that fully. The next question is, we have a nerd-like personality. I didn't really understand this question because I was trying to think nerd as in complex words or something like that, or what. I didn't understand that kabisa, so I'm not sure how to answer it. But yeah, if you're talking about knowledgeable, yes, we are. You've read for 5 years and you have to know those things when you get out there on the work area. You have to know them kabisa. Yeah, I think we've answered that well. Veterinary is a dirty work. Yes, it is. It is mostly a very, very you have to get like that. Like, your pets do not know that you're coming to treat them. That is the thing. They don't know that your intention is to save their lives. So you, in the process, you have to get dirty, because the places where like cows are kept, you have to get dirty. Like, it's not something that you can guarantee that itakuweka ati you come out of. It's not a, is it white collar? Do we call it white collar? It's not a white collar job. You have to go to the field and get serious with it. Or however dirty you get, however sweaty, however what, that is what we have to do. We have to save the lives. The other question was, how did I get into veterinary medicine? My passion story, as I call it a passion story because it's something that came to me as a kid, by the way. I'm not sure if any of you is going to believe it, but yes, this is something that I actually dreamed of doing as a kid before I thought of doing engineering. Nakama unacheka, don't, please. I wanted to be an engineer, by the way, until just a change of heart, it happened. And I started growing a lot of interest in animals. I used to ask my parents why I don't have pets, ask them to get me pets, but they can't because the place we were living in, my friend, before watu wote wakuje, it was deserted. Like, we were in the middle of some jungle. But I usually love the scenery. We had a lot of zebras crossing here, gazelles, giraffe. I mean, I've lived in a national park all my life. All my life. I guess that's where my social life. But that's it. It was something I came and told my mom, you know what, I want to be a vet. And she was like, you want to be a vet? No, not vet. I said I want to be nataka kukuwa daktari wa wanyama, something like that. That's what I said. And she was like, wow, that's nice. Well, my late uncle was a vet, so I got a lot of inspiration from him. Though I've never seen him work really, but I got a lot of inspiration from him. I got like every sort of inspiration from him, and I thank him for that, and may he rest in peace. Vets drink a lot. Mnataka nimalizwe hapa. Kwani which people don't see every other person drinks. Mnataka nimalizwe hapa. Okay, personally I don't. But kama mnajua mnalewaga, just tell people, go down that kwani iko nini, see you are older than 18. Oh, that's a good question. That I can't answer. The next question is, we can talk to animals. No, we cannot talk to animals. I talk to mine when I want to tell it, you know what, get out of that chair, your mother wants to sit, and he gets out and he comes and sits on my lap. That's what he does. But we do not talk to animals if we don't understand them. We just have to use our, I don't know, you just have to use your need to understand them when they're sick or when they're feeling bad, they're not well. You just have to, how are they feeling? Like when you pet your dog or you're petting your cat or something like that, they love those, they feel, you just look at them and you observe, well, this one is liking that. So we don't really talk to them, not really. We don't talk to pets. Okay, the next question is that we lack communication. How do we lack communication? I also didn't understand this question. It came later. This one was one of the questions that came later. I don't understand how we lack communication. Please, if you know, if you ask this question, you're going to have to clarify it for me again, because if it's not, we do not lack communication, we have to talk to you people. Like if I come to you, I have to ask for you, where did you buy that dog? Vaccination, and what have you done to it? What did it eat? Things like that. We have to communicate with them. We lack, if you're meaning we lack communication with human beings. Okay, I really didn't understand this question, but still good. We use complex words while explaining diseases. Really, bro? When you go to get a prescription from a medical doctor, what do they write to you that you understand? Unaelewanga nini? Okay, we don't use complex words, by the way. We actually try to be as reasonable as possible. Like, we usually try to give you the breakdown easily, so that in case like you have something like this, you're gonna know how to deal with it. We do not use complex words, but if I want to use a complex word, yes, I will use it. But no, we don't use complex words. We do not use complex words. And I think that marks the end of my questions and the assumptions that I got from you people. There were not as many because I knew a lot of people have not had experiences with vets or paraprofessionals, and they don't even know who they are. But now that we understand who they are and what they do, we are like the doctors and the nurses of your animals. That's who we are. And not very many pet clinics, but people are vets on call. You know, you call them, they come to your house and they do the treatment. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you have reached this far, thank you so much. Make sure you like and you subscribe, and yeah, you get to get a lot of my content. Goodbye.